Have you ever met someone who says nothing, yet somehow you feel everything? They never confess their feelings, but their silence speaks louder than words. Love isn't always loud. It doesn't always come in grand gestures or dramatic confessions. Sometimes it hides in the smallest details. The way their eyes linger a moment too long, the way they remember what you said weeks ago, or how they act differently when you're around. Welcome back to Faxworth, where we uncover the psychology behind love, emotion in the human mind. Today we're exploring 8 silent signs that you've already taken over someone's heart, even if they've never admitted it. Not to you, maybe not even to themselves. These signs may seem subtle, almost invisible, but once you know what to look for, you'll start to see the truth that words can't hide. Because when someone truly falls for you, it doesn't always show in what they say. It shows in what they can't hide. Stay with me until the end, because the 7th sign reveals something so emotionally deep, it's often the most undeniable proof that love has already taken root in silence. Sign 1. They mirror your emotions without realizing it. One of the most revealing, yet often overlooked, signs that someone has quietly fallen for you is emotional mirroring. And the fascinating part? They don't even realize they're doing it. When a person is deeply emotionally connected to you, their inner world starts to synchronize with yours. If you're happy, they light up too. If you're quiet, they seem calmer. If you're upset, their mood subtly drops, even when you haven't said a word. Psychology calls this phenomenon empathic attunement, the unconscious way we align with someone we care deeply about. This isn't surface-level empathy. It's not just understanding how you feel, it's feeling it with you. Their emotions begin to echo yours because, on some level, your well-being has become intertwined with theirs. When you're criticized, they feel protective. When you succeed, they glow with pride. You'll notice it in their tone, their facial expressions, even the rhythm of their breathing when you're near. It's as if your emotional frequency becomes theirs. So if someone seems to subtly reflect your moods, without effort, without trying to impress you, that's not coincidence, it's connection. It's a quiet sign that their heart has already started beating in sync with yours. Sign 2. They make sacrifices without expecting anything in return. One of the quietest, yet most powerful signs that someone has truly given you their heart is selfless behavior. When a person deeply cares for you, they start making sacrifices, not because they want recognition or reward, but because your happiness genuinely matters to them. You'll notice it in the small things, the way they adjust their schedule just to spend time with you, how they offer help before you even ask, or how they go out of their way to make your day a little easier. These acts might seem insignificant on the surface, but they come from a place of deep emotional investment. Psychologists call this prosocial behavior driven by attachment, the innate human instinct to nurture and protect those we love. What's truly special, though, is how quietly it happens. They don't announce their effort. They don't keep score. They do it naturally, almost instinctively, because seeing you happy gives them a sense of fulfillment. When someone consistently prioritizes your comfort, your well-being, or even your peace of mind, without expecting anything in return, it's not just kindness anymore. It's a reflection of love that runs deep beneath the surface. So if you look closely and realize someone's been silently putting you first, chances are you've already taken over their heart. Sign 3. They feel your absence deeply. They may not say it. They may not text you the moment you leave. But one of the most revealing signs that someone has fallen for you is how they react to your absence. Pay attention to the small shifts, the way their energy feels quieter when you're not around, the subtle drop in their enthusiasm, or how they suddenly reach out after a few days apart as if they need to recalibrate. Psychology calls this emotional withdrawal awareness, the inner discomfort that arises when we lose contact with someone who's become emotionally significant to us. You see, when you become a part of someone's emotional rhythm, your presence naturally shapes their mood, their focus, even their sense of calm. So when you're gone, there's a void, a silent space where your energy used to be. They might not fully understand it, but they feel the difference. Maybe they check your social media more often or casually ask mutual friends how you've been. Maybe they start reminiscing about the last time you were together. These quiet, seemingly harmless actions often carry the weight of unspoken longing. When someone feels your absence in ways they can't explain, it's not just attraction, it's connection, the kind that lingers even in silence. Sign 4. They listen with full presence. In a world where everyone's half distracted, eyes on screens, minds somewhere else, genuine listening has become one of the rarest and most intimate acts of connection. So when someone listens to you with their full attention, no phone, no interruptions, no glazed over expression, it means something far deeper than politeness. Psychologists call this attentional bias, the unconscious way we prioritize what truly matters to us. When someone has feelings for you, you become that priority. You occupy their mental space, so when you speak, they're not just hearing words, they're absorbing meaning. They remember what you said weeks ago. They follow up on stories you barely remember mentioning. They notice the smallest shifts in your tone, your mood, even the pauses between your sentences. It's as if they're tuned into your emotional frequency, trying to understand what lies beneath your words. And here's what's truly revealing. They make you feel heard. You sense their presence not just through eye contact, but through the calm, grounded energy they give you when you talk. Because real listening isn't about processing information, it's about connection. And when someone listens to you that way, fully, quietly, without needing to respond, it's a silent confession that you already matter to them more than they're willing to admit. Sign 5, their body moves toward you without thinking. Before words ever reveal how someone feels, the body already knows. When a person has fallen for you, whether they admit it or not, their body starts communicating it in quiet, involuntary ways. They lean closer when you talk. Their torso subtly turns toward you, even in group settings. Their feet point in your direction, as if their entire posture gravitates toward your presence. This is more than coincidence. It's psychology. Experts call it proxemics, the study of how physical space mirrors emotional closeness. When someone feels emotionally connected, their subconscious instinct is to close the gap. They seek proximity not for comfort, but for connection. You might notice they always choose the seat next to you, not across. They find excuses to brush your hand, share a laugh shoulder to shoulder, or stand just a little too close when there's plenty of room around. None of this is calculated, it's instinct. Their heart expressing what their words can't. Even without physical contact, their attention, body angle, and energy naturally orbit around you. Because attraction doesn't always need touch. Sometimes it's the invisible pull between two people that says everything. Their body speaks the truth, long before their mind dares to say it aloud. Sign 6. They smile with their eyes when they see you. There's a kind of smile that doesn't live only on the lips. It lives in the eyes. When someone truly lights up at your presence, their whole face changes. The mouth curves, yes, but the real giveaway is the soft crinkle around the eyes. Psychologists call this the Duchenne smile, a genuine expression of joy that's nearly impossible to fake. This smile is more than manners. It's a reflex. When we feel real pleasure or affection, the brain releases chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin that make our faces reflect what our hearts feel. So when you walk into a room and they visibly relax, their eyes brighten, and that warm, involuntary smile appears, that's not politeness. That's someone's heart recognizing you. Look for consistency. A one-off friendly grin isn't the same as the quiet, repeated way their eyes soften every time you arrive. Notice how their smile comes before words, how it lingers a fraction longer when it's you who caused it. Maybe they try to hide it, but the muscles around the eyes betray them. Maybe they hide it behind a joke. Still, you feel the warmth. This is one of the clearest silent signs of deep affection. You become the source of their small, honest happiness. No declaration needed. That little brightening at the corner of their eyes says more than any line rehearsed in the mirror. If someone gives you that look often, know this: you've already taken a tender, irreplaceable place in their heart. Sign 7. They find comfort in your silence. Sometimes love isn't expressed through words. It's felt in the quiet. One of the most revealing signs that someone has truly fallen for you is how comfortable they are in your silence. They don't rush to fill every pause with small talk. They don't fidget awkwardly or look for an escape when things go quiet. Instead, they settle into it, as if your presence alone is enough. Psychologically, this reflects emotional safety, a deep sense of calm that our nervous system experiences around someone we trust and feel attached to. When a person's heart is connected to yours, they don't need constant validation through conversation. Just being near you regulates their emotions. Their body relaxes, their tone softens, their energy aligns with yours. Think about it. Do they stay close even when neither of you is speaking? Maybe they're perfectly content scrolling next to you, driving in silence, or just sitting together doing nothing. That's not boredom. That's connection. In a world where most people crave stimulation, comfort in silence is rare. It means you've crossed from attraction into emotional intimacy. Because when someone's heart is yours, your quiet feels like home. Sign 8. You become their emotional safe space. This final sign is the deepest and the most sacred. When someone has truly fallen for you, they don't just show it through attention or affection. They show it through trust. They begin to open their inner world, the parts of themselves they don't show anyone else. Their fears, insecurities, regrets, childhood memories. They share them not to impress you, but because something inside tells them they can. And here's the thing. They won't always say, "I feel safe with you." You'll know it by the way they breathe easier around you, the way their tone softens, the way they stop performing and start being. Psychologists call this emotional vulnerability, the willingness to be seen without the mask. It's one of the strongest indicators of love and attachment because we only let our guard down when we feel deeply secure. Maybe they come to you after a hard day, not for advice, but for presence. Maybe they confess something they've never told anyone else. Or maybe they simply relax into your company, free from the pressure to impress or protect their image. When someone lets you see their raw, unfiltered self, their pain, their truth, their softness, it's not just affection, it's emotional surrender. And when you've become that person's refuge, their quiet escape from the noise of the world, that's when you'll know you haven't just touched their heart, you've become home.